Welcome in. I wanted to leave the smokes because it looks cool. At least for the beginning. That could be significant. Something about clearing, cleansing, but doing it with intention, like something along the lines of you can see it. I don't know what this reading is going to be about yet, so you can go to the timestamps if you want to get to the part of me that knows what this reading is, but for now I shall bring forth the piles and then we'll get some cards, and then I'm gonna see by what cards come out what the reading will be about. We've got an assortment mostly of wood. This guy's a little fly. Not sure why I'm showing you these now. This guy is like a mirror heart. It's like a handheld heart. I mean a handheld mirror. Like this is the mirror part, and then it is a heart. This is the only rock, and he looks like an elephant, so how could I not keep him? And this is the current ongoing project that, well, not ongoing, it's just ages ago I started it and I have not got around to making anything more. So it's a cat of some sorts, or like I'm thinking it's gonna be some sort of cat. And he doesn't quite stand up yet. And then this guy, which came from this guy, I think. It was like that, or like that. And this has not been made into anything yet. It still looks cool. Anything that's just wood. I love wood. It looks cool. Trees of the dead kind. I just heard like trees of the refurbished kind, or refurnished. That could be significant. I want to use Dragon Deck for the beginning cards. I'm feeling like lots of cards for this reading. The reading of today. It's a mixture of my animal and dragon decks. Let's take off the animals. And let's push these guys up a bit. Cool. Flies so off to the side in its own world. And usually I'd want to like, that word again, like refurbish is coming to mind. Usually I'd want to move them to be more even, but I just heard the word havan. But havan in Welsh isn't even like equal. Haval is equal, but I heard the word havan, which is like home, or like, I don't know the exact translation. It's like the hub, something like that. Home base could be significant. Or creation. Or it's more like the center of creation. Like, where does it all come from? Like the middle of something, the very core. Okay. Oh, that could be something to do with the reading. Like, what is the core of something? Or where does your creation come from? Look at that. Fire and water dragon enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and move forwards quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. I said, would you look at that? Because I thought it was going to be a song. Okay. I thought it was going to be a card that spoke of creation because I saw the orange. And it's not because I saw the orange. Well, it is, but it's because I thought this card was another card in the deck, which does speak to creation. It's another orange card. Maybe it's this one, actually. Yes. So there could be something with pile one, or any of you in this collective getting to the reading part, surrounding mistaking water for air, because they're both fire, but instead of air, communication, intellect, rationality, you mistook it for well, the truth of it was that it was water, not air. It wasn't logical, it was intuitive, or it was emotional, it was feeling. I heard the word, it was possessed, but it's like it was a very specific way of that word. Now I'm thinking of Scorpio, the water sign, who is very possessive. It's like the passion, the creativity of something within this pile 1 is, I had it and then it was gone, is darker than it seems. Yeah, because it's like I saw this card as being area. Oh, something in my throat then. And yeah, the one that I thought it was air, of communication, something about the throat. It's like I thought that it was more communicative than it was. Actually, it's just feeling. It's like I mistook light blue, or I mistook the dark blue. The truth is that it's dark blue, non-communicative, more feeling, emotional, darker, deeper. And what I saw it as was lighter, area, higher, more vocal, more moving. I heard more interchangeable. Okay, so pile 2. Oh, that so fits that. So pile 2 is Alpha Dragon. Harness the divine masculine power of creation. Destroy the old. Hey, so this is creation. It's so different than what I was expecting with the energy of creation from the orange from before. Destroy the old, visualize your dream, help to manifest a new world. More wants to be said for pile 2. And all that I said before, yeah, that was definitely for pile 1. Pile 2 is like, there's so much that can be said, so much that can be written, so much that can be, I heard like enforced, so much that can be enforced from and into your world. And I'm starting the sentence as if there's a but there is no but, and that's the whole point of this message for pile 2. There is no but. It is as simple as the sentence. It's as simple as you're seeing it to be, knowing it to be. Yeah, it's less of a sight, it's more of a knowing, more of a like physical grasping. It's not, it's like it's none of the main elements, like it's not fire, water, air, earth. It's not an element. It's beyond elements. Alpha Dragon. It's beyond elements. And yet it hasn't yet been created yet. It hasn't yet been materialized into the elements yet. That's what it is. It's above the elements, but because then in like the infinity symbol way of like below and above, it's like this is the center. And even though usually you'd view it like, because it's the combination of every element, you'd think it's above or more whole, but actually you could also see it like it's the step before. Like the elements are what it creates from itself. There's something so like beautifully simple about pile number 2s. Yeah, it's like with the mirror. Everything is being seen very clearly. And the mirror being also like that. It is the end, but it is also the beginning. With the infinity being mirrored. Like not mirrored in a way where it's actually the same either side. It's just mirrored. Full stop. Okay, pile 3s. Yeah, it feels like there's so much. It's like pile 1, there's a situation that, or a person, like there's a situation with pile 1 where it's like I can get out everything I need to get out, and we can like remove and maneuver and add all the proper pieces. It's like gaining clarity on a situation or a being with pile number 1. But pile 2 is more... It's simpler, but it's also more complicated. Because pile 2's is more like there's an object and it's just describe it. I can describe it in one word, or I could describe it for years. That's what pile 2's feels like. It's like there's an ending to the understanding of pile 1's, but there is no end for pile 2's. And that also feels like there is no need for a beginning either. Pile 3. The elephant, who has now got his head to the side. Yeah, it's tilting. Someone's asking a question with pile 3. Who's asking the question? Is it you, or is it someone else? Whoo! 3 cards want to come out. I'm not going to allow 3. I just want 1. And usually I get really annoyed at that in other people's readings. If it's like 3 cards come out, but they only wanted 1 for like a section, I'm like, take the 3. But in this case, it felt like 3 is like you're being offered 3, or there's something to do with your situation where it's like you think you need to be taking 3, but in actuality you can choose 1. Yeah, Saturn. Black Dragon from Saturn. Saturn is all about restriction, but it's a restriction that feels safe. It's a restriction that feels like nourishing in the long term. It's what you want from a larger perspective. Maybe not in the moment, but going forwards, you'll be glad that you narrowed it down to 1 instead of 3. Whoa, I'm really seeing the tail. I get this card a lot, or I've been with this card. This is one of my earlier decks. I've seen this card a lot. But I feel like I've never noticed this dark blue part. Yeah, it's something about this being dark blue and not black. Black Dragon from Saturn brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision, congratulate yourself. You have passed a test. Yourself. I felt like that came out in a different accent. There could be something about accents, or about family, about accent. Now I'm seeing that like language is like when different words have accents on them. And yeah, the example that came to my mind was in Welsh, tea means house, and there's an accentor, like a triangle accent on top of the Y. And the fact that that came as the example goes more to that family feeling of a home, a house. And I'm being really drawn to it being called an accentor, which is, tor is like a roof. So something about family, language, or culture. Or like what's overhead, or Saturn too, it's like it's that feeling of restriction, bringing something down on top of you. Having something... I kind of heard cloud your vision. Well, I fully heard that. But it's not in a way that's distorting you, it's more in a way that nestles you in. Allows more of a feeling of... I heard companionship, but I was going to say safety. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot to say on pile 3s too, but it's not for this section. It's like privacy. There's something, about privacy. It's not even that there's so much that I couldn't start getting into it now. It's more like it doesn't feel right to be deeply connecting with this out in the open with so many others around. It felt like it wanted to be more immediate, more restrained. Yeah, just more private, more intimate. Okay, pile fours. I hit that like pile paws, like paws of the cat animal. Whoa, that's weird. Okay, so there's a message that this is the only creature. Because I looked at the pile selection and I thought, oh, this is the only animal. There's more. There's a fly and there's I went to call that a horse or rabbit. Elephant. So horses and rabbits could be significant. But maybe that you're seeing something as a horse or a rabbit. Which both make me think of freedom. Maybe a little bit of uncomfortability too. But like a long leash. A very like uncatchable creature, even though they're both catchable. There's something confusing about pile fours. I keep hearing it like pile paws, but I'm hearing it with an F, but it just in my brain it translates to the word pause. Orange drum gun. Yeah, I can tell that channeling pile fours is gonna be messing with my words coming out, going bang, 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 bang. Orange dragon brings soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. There's something about communication with pile four because I keep like muddling every word and I'm kind of thinking it sounds a bit silly, like there's repetition here, like bring soul families and communities together, and then bring people everywhere together. It just feels like the same message over and over, but not in a way that's helpful. That's the wrong word. See, the wrong word. It's something about muddling communication. But it's also like thought patterns themselves. It's like nothing really quite makes sense with pile four. It could be that there's so much, like so many different possibilities of what it could be trying to say. It's like they don't really know what they think. Like the reason they can't get their mouths right. I was going to say like mouths out, right? Like they can't move their mouths, get out their words right. In pile four is, I'm seeing these as whiskers now. The grey on the dragon head. Also like tusks. Yeah, like everything is in the wrong place. It's like I'm seeing those like they should be in the mouth, but they're on the neck or head or from the eyes. It's like something isn't being said that is being shown, but it's in the wrong place. It's not being expressed in a way that is fluid or completely makes sense. Okay, maybe something about a carpet too. But it's like I literally got the message carpet from the wing. It's like not from a ground or a bridge, but from the wing. It's like everything is out of place. Okay, pile 5 was ready to go. Gold and silver violet flame dragon transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. Yeah, they were so ready that I thought that I had finished reading it at it's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. And then there was another word, offer service under grace. It could be that that's also like a side part. It's like the feeling of this card is all very much having these strong abilities. It's a feeling of like, yes, kind of recognizing that your pile 5 is going through this transformation, but more than that, it's about the embodiment of that energy that you constantly carry through life. And I'm seeing the moon behind. I've never seen that before. Like this circle behind the dragon. I went to call her. Behind her is a moon. This is a very intuitive pile. But there's something about like the identity and coming more into this feeling of spiritual presence. And yeah. It's like you feel like you can't quite begin, or it's like you're really, really, really ready to begin something. You feel like you have such crystal clear clarity, and yet I'm not actually getting a message for Pile 5. Because the message is yourself. It's because you've already got all the messages. It's recognizing them with more truth. There could be some outlining of who you really are. I'm seeing words are hard for Pile 5 also, but in a very different way. Very, very different. And it feels more okay. Or it feels more potent. Like Pile 4's to compare was muddled everywhere. It's more cloudy. Or murky. Or water. I don't know about saying watery, but maybe a little bit. But Pile 5's is so purple. It's so clear, but not clear like see-through, more like there's also clouds, but you can see through the clouds. And they're not really clouds, it's like static. Metal. Like I'm seeing those horns that go up like metal. And they're reminding me of a unicorn horn. Like a very potent, like, what's that word? Like prevalent energy. And going back to that sentence of outlining, I can really see the lines. I don't know what to call that. There might be a lot that you're seeing, but not knowing how to put your finger on, or not knowing how to label or express. But it's kind of a feeling of you know that you don't need to express it. This is a card of embodiment. Maybe there are some things that you can't understand with Pile 5 that will never be understood. Not like never, never, just maybe you're trying to understand something that you actually feel in your gut that you don't need to be. That felt right. It felt like that brought ease. Some of you may not even feel a need to watch your reading if you were feeling like, yes, Pile 5 is mine. After just hearing that. And I almost didn't do Pile 5. Kind of almost didn't do Pile 4 either, but it's not that at all actually. It's like I always knew I was going to get Pile 4, and actually I've had these 3 out on my desk for multiple days, waiting until I was ready to do the reading. And then I knew all that time that it would be when I got the cat out. I did get the cat out of the bag. I brought my cat out of the bag, and that's when the reading commenced. So it's something about everything kind of relying on Pile 4 to begin. And Pile 5, yes, Pile 5 goes with Pile 4 because, like I said at the beginning, this was attached. This was one stick. And it's like, I wouldn't have had this stick if it weren't for creating this cat first. So it's not necessarily that Pile 5 is any more, any longer relying on Pile 4, but Pile 4 got Pile 5 started. So now that you are Pile 5, you are your own. There may be a bit of wondering where you've come from with Pile 5. Or where, it's more like, I think maybe you've been looking to where you're going based on where you've come from. And maybe you're realizing now that you have more of an ability to go in any direction that you are wanting. Yeah. You can steer the boat now. Okay. Welcome in, pile selection. So, pile number 1 has fire and water dragon with this little fly. Let me come actually up a bit so I can see if you're seeing it well. Give you a nice clean visual. Let's bring them all a bit left. Goodbye, pile selection. That was not the beginning. I shall begin again. Begin again. I feel like that's a song. I think it's a Rachel Platten song I'm thinking of. Maybe it is called Begin Again. I don't know. How about that? I feel like I want something like down here. For the, oh, perfect. What do you call that? For the thumbnail. I just heard Snapchat. I don't even have Snapchat. I haven't had Snapchat for like a decade. So Snapchat could be important for anyone here. Maybe I'll do that. I'm giving myself all these different options. There could be something about that. Giving yourself lots of options. Okay. And it's like you could keep going with the options, but there gets to be a point where you don't really need that or don't want that. And yet I'm continuing on. This doesn't feel like it's for me. It feels like this is the message. But it actually felt like, yes, I was happy at that. And the sun had come out and told me. So there is a message of, when it's right, you'll know. When it's right, you'll know. Okay. And I want to note also that these 2 crystals were by the left, and I don't usually have extra stuff or extra crystals around the place. So it's like what you were waiting for to end everything, what would make everything come together, was something you already had, or it was waiting for you. It was ready. It was just waiting for the right time. Like waiting for that sun to come out. I feel like someone's really in their head about that. Let go of trying to understand it. Let it go. Okay, there is someone here who has a strong fixation on something. I'm going to get some cards for you. So there's someone with the mental fixation on how things will go. That's what it feels like. But it's not because you're worried about how it will go. It's that you're trying to prepare beforehand, but you already know in your gut that there's nothing to prepare. That with each step, you'll know what to do. So come back into the present. Breathe and know that the future has already been taken care of. You can just be you. It's okay to just be you. It's safe. Okay. Romantic love. 3rd eye chakra, which was in reverse. Yeah, because I think it's because you were trying so hard to see something that you kind of know that you can't see at the moment. Or that you already have seen. No, I feel like it's like because you're trying to see something that isn't true. You're trying to, when you're looking very hard into the future, it feels like you're trying to base it off the past. Maybe you're trying to base it off romantic love and your spiritual connection to someone, your soul connection to someone. It's more like your like emotional spiritual connection to someone. You're trying to figure it out that way as opposed to like returning to complete serenity and complete peace within yourself, which means letting go of this, it feels, letting go of the future you see with them, and returning to like a clean slate, because in that clean slate you'll be able to see, but it won't be what you were looking for before. And it might have to do with more of a personal truth to you, but more than anything, this is bringing me such a sense of peace. Yeah, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. Return to your own peace and balance. 5 is making me think of a middle number 2, and it's also the number of the entire spread. It's okay to let it go. And I don't think it's talking even like that. You might relate that to letting them go, that romantic love, but it's not really about them. It's more about the energy of struggle, or the energy that you can't be at peace. It's letting go of the idea that you need to be fixated on anything in order to get the future that you're wanting. Because I think what you're really wanting is that peace. I think you miss that peace. The video is not paused, frozen. I just felt like that was very significant. There's like an energy of processing that you can really be at peace. And now I'm noticing that I have a white candle that I have burning in front of me. And I don't often have candles burning for readings. I do like it though. There's like a big breath out that you don't have to be looking. I'm being really drawn to the lapis lazuli, like that third eye. It's like you felt like you had to be seeing a particular future, and now you're realizing that that sight can be distorted when it's not coming from undistortion itself. It's like you were trying to find the way to peace in order to see, not in order to see, it's like you were trying to see peace, which direction was peace or how to find peace, instead of choosing to be at peace and then seeing what was forwards. That might not have made a lot of sense, but I feel like for the few that, I feel like who that was for, it will make sense for. Or maybe you know, like in your body that it made sense, but your brain didn't quite comprehend it making sense, because I don't know if it did in normal English language. Okay, that's that short message. So, now we'll do the actual pile selection. Welcome in, pile selection. So, pile number 1 is the little fly guy with fire and water dragon. Pile number 2 is the alpha dragon with this little wooden, I wanted to call it an amulet, mirror in a heart shape. Third is, third. Yes, there's something so significant about going from 3 to 1, or that the situation is 3 right now, something like that. So pile 3, oh goodness, there's really something about pile 3, like the number 3. Black dragon from Saturn and this elephant, which is a rock, but look, it is an elephant. Oh, that made me stressed. It's like there's so much energy around that. I didn't feel that so much while I was reading for it in the setting up part. Pile 4 is this orange dragon with this cat that is yet to be created. This beforehand cat. Prepped. It's like the draft version. And pile 5 is this gold and silver violet flame dragon. That's funny that pile 3 had wanted to do that, but pile 3 actually did do that. Free! Let there be freedom. So pile 5 is gold and silver violet flame dragon with this wooden thing that I'm kind of seeing as a boat. But it's yet to be anything. But as I say, it's yet to be anything. I'm like, what? Nothing can be nothing. Or is that so? Okay. I feel weird now. See you at your readings. I'll see you now. Get out of here, Mr. I love you. What are you called? Tiger's Eye? I will put you there. And take some drinks of water. It's kind of funny. I feel like I've already done the readings. Like, this is going away now. How time are we on? 36 minutes. People should say that more. How time are we on? I like this expression. Let's put the fly on the, I meant to call it a page then. The Page of Wands. Welcome in, pile number 1. Let's get some more cards for you already. Oh, I'm actually being drawn to runes, which I want to say in this moment, I don't like runes, but I'm going to use them. So there could be something about that, like you don't like something, but you're going to do it anyway. Ooh. And I felt a sense of, this isn't even true about my hand's positioning, but the message is coming through of, I already know exactly which one it is that I want to pick. And as soon as I said that, I got North is. I want to quickly look to see what I've written. Need. There could also be something about having only the surface level, like you only know the outside of this situation or this person, and you don't like what that is, but it's like you're hoping for what is inside, but you already know what you think about it. I'm kind of seeing this very like bluntly as this is someone that is on your mind isn't showing you what you would like in a whoever fill in the blank of what you want them to be to you, like what sort of relationship you want with them. They're not meeting what you would want for that, and it's like you're trying to make them to be something that they're not, and it's not necessarily making them something that they're not, but it's kind of, you're trying to wash away maybe the surface instead of seeing the surface as valuable. It's like you see their heart maybe, and you feel them. Maybe you feel their pain. I'm seeing the infinity symbol here. It's like you see them as love, you see them as source, you see them as maybe yourself. It's giving me a feeling of like you want to help. Or maybe with that North is having the word need, it's like you feel that, oh, it may be actually, I was gonna say, I can't see it now, so it's not that. You may feel like they're in need and you can help them. Okay, so that's the first message. Let's get some more cards. I'm in a cardy mood. I want to get lots of cards on the table. So let's go. Whoa. That made my candle, which is above, flutter. Yeah, it's a feeling of like making one's heart flutter. Or stutter. Now I'm hearing a, what's that called? 7 days grace? It's definitely not called that. 3 days grace. Why 7? The number 7 could be significant. It also feels a bit like North is the number 7. There's an energy of like, it both is everything you want and nothing that you want. Are we gonna get any cards? I feel like I don't usually have to shuffle for this long. Or it wasn't, my mind even hadn't fully comprehended that I was shuffling or that I wanted a card. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like you feel a bit like you're just taking what you're handed as opposed to declaring what you actually want. I'm seeing a lightning bolt. Yeah, it feels like I heard the choice to surrender to what you're seeing. And I think what you're really wanting, what would invigorate you, is to say ta-ta. to say no, I don't want this crap. Give me something better. Okay, anything else? Yeah, because there's such similar vibrations of a gentler kind, of a more loving kind. It's like you can get everything that you need met and more. That didn't come out right. But I'm seeing this card as a mirror or the same as this first card. And yet this card is so more explorative and it's gentler. It's like, yes, this is a lightning bolt too, or this is that internal feeling of intensity, or like a certain potency, a certain magic that you're wanting, that this brings you. But this one is like fulfilling. It's not like a strike of heat that burns you and then goes painful after or goes cold later. It's like, no, this is a type of internal heat that is like the perfect temperature that just stays there, fulfilled. Very fulfilling energy. A higher expression of this current energy or this old energy. Yeah, I feel like you're so already done with it or done with them that like what came out was old. Like, oh wait, maybe they're already old. Maybe you only needed a little confirmation, a little push to realize that this is not something that you want. And that it's okay to not want that. Because it might give the internal part of them, or whatever this is, might fulfill so much. And yet maybe you're even coming into the understanding that that isn't even fulfillment. That isn't something that you needed to seek or wanted to seek, but something that actually maybe you just found yourself seeking out of like old ways of being, like what you were taught. But I'm seeing it more like an automatic. It's like your body took you. Like it was ingrained within you. I feel like I'm losing my role when I try and get into that energy, because I feel like you've already washed that away. Okay. Let's get some more cards. Yippee for cards. Let's get some of these. And then I want to do some character cards. Woo! Polarians. Earth's oceans. Ooh, a lot. Birch, hey, I did this one last night. Yeah, it's something so new. And it's like you've prepared yourself for this newness. They're like coming in. Oh, flower realm too. This I did like a couple days ago. There's like 4 new cards in this deck, and these are 2 of them. And I often see this Polarian's green nymph at the bottom. That could be significant. I felt like I needed to show that, and I think it might it might have been because when I looked into the camera to see, it was on 555. At least I think it was. I saw those numbers even if they weren't there. Yeah, there's like something that you saw that wasn't really there. Because in the past selection too, I thought this card was the fire and water dragon of creativity, but instead it was of movement. Yeah, and change. It's like you thought something was your stopping point. Maybe that caused a bit of frustration. And then as soon as you allowed yourself to realize, oh, this is still just the end, not the beginning, it's realizing like, oh yeah, fuck, like life is good. And then you get to move into that beginning more when you recognize that that end was not the beginning, or that bump in the road was just like a stranger that you can wave bye to. And I don't know why that's coming out, a stranger, because it doesn't feel like that's what this would be. Ooh, I'm being drawn to how, so I found the other 2 cards from those like 4 new ones, Maple and Gnomes. Look how cute they are. Look how amazing gnomes are. I love gnomes. Because they were bigger than the rest. So maybe I'll trim them, maybe I won't. But this deck isn't like completely the same size anyway. So it doesn't really matter, but they kind of do stick out a tiny bit more than I'd like. And I think that it's a blessing. It's like something always sticks out to you, and maybe that makes it so it doesn't quite fit in the deck. Maybe this is you. Maybe you have higher standards, or the sun kind of came out then. Yeah, it's like you expect so much from the world, and maybe you find yourself getting disappointed when you are presented with less than your expectations. And this wants to be confirmation that any disappointments you feel weren't meant for you. They were not that final destination. In other words, like, yes, feel that disappointment because it's just showing you what's not for you. And allow that to be a remembrance, like a little nugget from the universe saying, hee hee hee, not there yet. Like, it's like a direction sign. It's like showing you the way to that which is of the highest standard, that which is exactly what you want, what you truly want. And you don't need to know exactly what that is, but the essence of going somewhere which will make you happy, which will leave you feeling fulfilled and nourished and in awe. Happy. I feel like the word is happy. And now looking back to these cards, I didn't actually get a message from the cards themselves as opposed to... I'm being corrected. Oh, but you did. Because not every lesson or not every signpost needs to be fully interpreted. Sometimes you don't need writing on the signposts for you to know which way they're pointing. So this experience that you have or are letting go of, I'm feeling pushed to say have let go of. Yes, I feel like a yes from that. That made me too happy. Now I don't know what to say other than this at the top right looks like a spaceship, but it feels like that's where you're like moving away from, because this feels the same, like it's going into this card. Like, look at that. They feel so similar. Like, the bottom part doesn't. They feel so different. But just that part, the part that you're moving in, it's like, yes, even if you are in this card, in this old phase, oh, look at that sun. It's like, not all of that is rubble. You're already there. Yeah, you're already there in a sense. But worry not. It's like, yeah, it's that you're so close to being there that it's tricking you almost into thinking like, oh, is this all there is? But all of this is still in the past. It's like, not only do you have this full completion, this full happiness in the future part, or like where you're heading, it's like, yes, you've already got that in there, but that's already melding into your present or your past. I just said you were never alone. Okay, so that thing about the signposts, I feel like we don't need to go back onto that. Yeah, it's just you're going there and you don't need every step of the way to be fully mapped out. I feel like that could be a little message, but it didn't feel like the next message. Yeah, and that's what this is. This could have been a part of the journey, but it's not the next part of the journey. So, yeah, don't lose hope is what I want to say for you. Don't lose the feeling of your dream because it hasn't gone out. This Polarians makes me think that this is a door. And it's just like new doors being opened that you're always heading to, but you just thought that the door had been earlier on, but that was just another door. It's not like the door. Or it's not every door. It doesn't even have to be that there's a the door. Maybe you're more free-flowing than that. Maybe you don't have as fixed of an idea of the door that you're trying to open. And this is then just confirmation, like, yes, there are more doors. I keep feeling so much about travel, but it's giving me more of like space travel vibes. Birch, flower realm. It's like, no, it's not even that. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna hold this card up as well as also. The sun is so bright I can't even see my screen. I can now. That's maybe how you'll be feeling soon. Like, it's so bright I can't even see. And you'll take a moment to adjust and then you will be able to see. The beauty of light. The beauty of light. Okay. That wasn't that one. Green nymph, okay. It's like they wanted me to put the gnomes and maple back in the deck and have green nymph out. They didn't want it like out on the table, just they wanted green nymph on the back of the deck. Okay. Let's do some character cards, like I said. I wanted to say like I Mr. said. Mr. said, that's making me think of Mr. Men, the books. Ooh, a hair. The past, something about cleaning the past maybe. Or maybe like, it's more of an energy of that which you dreamed of in the past. It's bringing a sense of magic back, I heard, to the home. This could be about a home for some of you. But it didn't feel like that. It could be, but it's like that's not the essence of what this is. The essence is having a home filled with magic. And when I say home, it is more so feeling just like everyday life. Having everyday life feel like a blessing. Feel like yourself. There's certainly an energy that you once knew to be true, that you once saw as yours, that you're now reconnecting to. I love this. It's like remembering a childhood dream. Or maybe just a dream you had before a whole whirlwind of signposts that got you all changing your directions all the time. Because I almost wanted to say, like, before you got lost or before something took you off course, but it was never going off course. It was just that there were a lot of different signposts in different directions. So it's like you needed to be more focused at that time, more like in the dark, because you were focused on like what the signposts were saying and like looking out for new signposts. But you were always on your way. Yeah. Okay, so you got one of the colored cards. Like not many of these character cards have been drawn. There's something so new and full about your energy, what you're coming into, what you've now stepped into the birthing process of. Yes. Izikiki. So this is a character deck, and Izikiki is a sweet shop owner. So there's something, again, about like childhood sweetness. You're bringing sweetness back into your life. And it's like a joy, it's just happiness. And this is bringing me to a dream, like the other kind of dream that I had last night. And there was something about like candy, sweets. Like, usually I don't eat any sweets. Like, usually, like, I just don't. I don't eat sweets. But in my dream, it's like I got really close to allowing myself to, or maybe I did, like, think, okay, I'm just gonna eat some sweets, because why not? So the fact that that's coming in here is like an energy of something that has been closed off for a long time, and there was lots of whys for why not before. It's like there was a lot to process, or there were many no's in the way, but now it's a yes. Or you're getting to that yes. The yes, okay, this is it. The yes exists. And I feel like you're really feeling it. And I'm seeing these looking like roots too. Which makes me feel like it's more, I heard substantial and attainable, but I wasn't trying to say those things. I was trying to say sustainable. Like, this isn't a sort of fleeting joy or a dream that leaves just as soon as it gets here. It's a sort of happiness that is maintained. It's that energy of like bringing magic into the home again. It's like it's got four walls, it's steady, it's something that is long lasting. It's like this isn't just, Izikiki isn't just someone who's always eating sweets. She like does always have, I can't remember what kind of candy she eats, but she's not just someone who really likes sweets. She's someone who's a sweet shop owner. There's something like substantial about the sweetness coming into your life. Yeah. And I was going to, with these character cards, let's get one. I was going to put them like under that, but because this one has a drawing, I can't do that. But it's making me so happy. It's like, my goodness, I get to make room for all of this. It's like there's going to be so much coming into your life that you'll have to make room for it. And it's not like a burden sort of move. It's I get to do this. It's like any little effort or any big effort that you'll have to do in order to, again, like make room for this newness in your life. It's something that will bring you a lot of excitement, or it's more feeling nourishing than exciting. It's like, yes, I think in the moment it will be exciting, but right now the way I'm feeling it is like, oh, I so deserved this. Or it's like a feeling of my body feeling so filled, so sweet, so much gentler. Something along these lines. So yeah, like anything you'll need to do in order to make it fit will make it like solidify within your brain more, like that this is a real thing, that this is really happening, or that you really have this, something like this. So can you see this? Oh wow, so I actually didn't have to move anything. All of that talking, and it was easy. So maybe in your mind it will actually be something difficult to get this all in, but in reality you've already made space for it. That's what a lot of these signposts before were on about. Okay, in my head I just ended your reading, but I want to see if we can get a couple more cards here. Which cards do we have? I don't know if there are going to be more. It's an energy of like, I think cards will come out, but that there's no need for them. Like they'll be reiterating, not bringing more messages. But correct me. I actually don't want that one. I love this. Like me saying I actually don't want that one, even though then it felt like no more were gonna come since I rejected that. It made me so happy to say it. And all that time that came after, all that shuffling, all that waiting, it didn't really feel like waiting. It just felt like with every shuffle I did, it was making me happier that I had chosen to say no to that thing before, or just it was making it's not even because, it's just simply I was enjoying it. It felt so good. I was like invigorated by just the energy of everything that was around me. Gaia 28, and as soon as I was ready to say that message, then the actual card came out. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our Great Mother and to the universe that birthed us all. This is definitely giving me these Earth's Oceans vibes. I just tried to see if I could interpret these more, but I heard it's not for me to interpret, but there are some of you who will get. It's it's for you to interpret, something along those lines of. Not everyone, if you feel a pressure when I said that, I felt a bit of that from some of you. Only for those who want to interpret it, or the interpretations come to them. If it fills you with stress, then say no to it. Any more? And this wonderful reading on integration. Yeah. And I'm not going to read the bottom because it doesn't feel like that message will be relevant for you. Because this feels like an integration. Like the feeling of what I said when I was shuffling. It's like you're really allowing all of this sweetness to just sink in. And it's giving me so I'll say the energy that it is, even though I don't think this is true. The energy is like a feeling of this is only gonna sink in deeper and deeper forever. Like an infinite sinking into this sweetness. That's the energy. In reality, I feel like it's sinking in for a long time, allowing all this newness to really be felt and integrated, to be secured within your body and mind that this is it. It is this sweet, or you can be this happy for this long. I love remembering that happiness exists. Do you ever get that? Or have you ever got that in the past? When you've been in a long spout of feeling low, and then you're happy for a day, and you're like, oh my goodness, happiness isn't a lie. That's what this feels like. It feels like, oh my goodness, I'm still happy, a week from, I don't know, this first feeling happy. And then it's a year, and then 2 years, and then however long. But what I was gonna say was, like, it feels like this, yes, isn't something that will be fleeting, but then there's more, and there's more, like, even higher heights to integrate. Like, this isn't the end of the journey. It's not just taking in all of this, but it's like, it feels like that. Yeah, this feels like a reading on the end and the beginning, but more like recognizing that the end wasn't the beginning, and that the beginning is really the beginning. And if your dream doesn't feel the way that you wanted it to feel, maybe that wasn't your dream. I feel like I worded that in a way I don't like. It's more like your dream exists, or life is lovable, or happiness exists, or... That's interesting. I feel like I worded it all well within the reading, and then I'm trying to... what do you call that? Like, finalize it, not summarize. It's like I'm trying to summarize it, and that's when the words don't really click, because it's already clicked. There's nothing really to say, I feel like. Let's just end on this fertility card, because that feels... I like those colours for your energy. It feels like that is what Easy Kiki's colours would be. Maybe a little bit more pink and a little less blue. Okay, pile number 1. I loved your reading, and I will see you in another reading if you so choose to. And if you don't, I'll see you in another energetic space of existence. Goodbye. And the camera remains on as I pack away, so feel free to leave or stay with me. Up to you. What is that? It's like a piece of rubber from my rubber. Like a rubber. That looked like an animal. It's like it looked like it was moving. The inanimate moving. Where's my deck? Where's he gone? Oh right, I put it in the baggie. I feel like the green nymph wants to be at the back still. These look like ears. Ears to a long journey waited. Ears, that made me think of cheers, like cheers to a long journey treaded. I heard the word fate. Fated to be walked and fated to be ended. Plop. Fun. Ah, I love readings. I love readings. And I love that energy. Cool. Cool. Plop. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? That's cute. Is that in shot? Yes. Yes. Welcome in, pile 2. The Alpha Dragon and the Mirror of the Heart. Ooh, Mirror of the Heart. I want to get some cards. These are some character cards we'll get first. I feel like you're feeling activated. But in a particular way, interesting. Okay, so we have Komoko. Komoko is a cat. I'm blanking in this current moment on whether she is a male or female. She's a female, I know that, but for the sake of the reading, something that is neither male nor female. And that feels like this alpha card, really. Harness the divine masculine power of creation. Because I often think of creation in more of a feminine light, but this is a masculine card. Destroying the old feels more masculine, and visualizing your dream feels more feminine. Manifest a new world. Something about an integration of masculine and feminine. Even, yeah, look, it's like divine masculine, and yet the card itself is so black. And black is, I'm trying to think now, yang energy, right? I think, yeah, pretty sure yin is white, masculine, and I know that the feminine one is black, or just feminine color is black. Are you overcomplicating something simple? I feel like you might be. And I'm feeling drawn to note that Komako is a house cat. Stays stuck is what I heard. Doesn't like to move. Doesn't like to change. Likes the familiar. Familiar. I'm thinking of like animal familiars. Do any more cards want to come from this? No. Okay. It's like when you ask, you will get a clear answer. And there's something really annoying going on for you, I feel. What is this annoyance? Let's look into it. Let's get a body card. I think it could be that you're being invited to change or to create. There's something like you want to keep doing the same thing, but it's not working anymore, or like the way you once did it isn't working for you anymore. Create. Simply create. Don't question. Another very masculine card, Vajra. This is the masculine version of the yoni. I feel like that's all that was needed from this. But there are more, yeah, as soon as I say that. And now I'm seeing this as a moon. Armpit. Something very masculine and something very feminine. Yeah, it's like you might have something all completely in the feminine, and now it's literally a simple matter of creating it, of like making something more tangible, more like realistic is what I heard. Not in a way where it loses that femininity, but in a way that expresses that femininity. And we have mustache and arm. So we have armpit and arm. With mustache coming under Vajra, it kind of makes me think of pubic hair. And armpit also. What is this? Forehead. And any more? I feel like something's really bugging you. It's like you can't get it off the ground, but it's because you're overcomplicating it. What do you want to do? How do you want to create it? Or how do you want to move about? What do you want? That's it. What do you want? And wrist is making me think of writing with this pen. Like, what do you want to tangibilize? What do you want to manifest into existence? To create. Some of you like cringed at the word manifest. And some of you thought that you would, but in hearing it didn't. It's like it struck different. Now I'm thinking of built different. It's like a I don't know what that's called. I'm gonna get more cards. I went to say energies. Oof, boy, are you pissed. And you don't even want a hug, so I'm not gonna say I'm sending you hugs. I feel like, even though you have like arm and armpit, which like feels like it could be an extension, like a hug, you feel antsy, like you just want something. Okay, what do you want? That's the question. I feel like it's so simple. Like, you're overcomplicating it. What do you want? I keep seeing a lot of sexual images. Like, well, it's like, not sexual images. It's more like, I just keep being drawn to body hair. But like, specifically the mid-body section, or lower down. This card is a bit of like a go get 'em card. I kind of feel like a lot of you are just, okay, I know this won't be, because I've seen this more as like a creative project before, but for the sake of metaphor, at least, I think this could be like physically true too, but it's like a lot of you, I don't know how to phrase this, I don't talk about this enough, in this way at least. Yeah, it's like the feeling, I think for you, it's like you're not getting enough. It's like a very, like, horny feeling. Like you just need to go. Or get some. Okay. Oh, it's really putting me in like a I'm so pissed off right now energy. But I don't, what's all the like feminine part to this? It's like you have something inside of you that you just want to get out. So if this is a creation, what, like, just do it. Is it that simple? Let's get a now guidance message. What's the guidance? Swan, grace. Demonstrate grace and majesty. It's like all of this, like, strength, potency, tension. It's like wielding it in and letting it out in a very directionally intended way. But also this is making me just think of go for it. Like in a more physicalized human sexual way too. I'm seeing this as very pink, and this was very like masculine energy. And then the pink, like a juicy, delicious pink of, you know, all the swans with water too. It's so heart-centered. Maybe some of you are afraid that, no. What's the fear then? Let's get the fear, or like, not the fear, the what's stopping you? Because I don't even want to call it a fear for some reason. Because it feels like if you were aware of the fear, you would work through it or something along these lines, but it's like you feel prohibited as opposed to that it's coming from your own restriction. So what is the restriction? But with this coming as the guidance, it's also like companionship, because swans make me think of relationships, like one-on-one intimate relationships. It's making me think of Libra energy. Shark. Lead is a powerful, peaceful warrior. But shark is making me think of fears, but them being like, I heard overstimulated, over exaggerated, like fears that are like being brought out of proportion. Do we want more guidance? Get another deck. Bedecked. Dolphin. Live joyfully in the present. You know what it's like? It's giving me the vibe of like, you think something is a shark, but it's a dolphin. But then it's also like, even if it was a shark, it's like the way I said that, it was expressing that that sharks are something negative or something fearsome. I'm just being so drawn to the glint in the eye of the dolphin, and I wasn't sure how to express that. So I kind of just left it. Maybe that's something you're doing. It's like you're so drawn to doing something or being with someone, or you're drawn to something. And you see something really special with something, and because you don't know how to approach it, then you just don't do it. You don't approach it. So let's get another guidance card. And that came out as I was thinking, like, I feel like you're so much more, like, elegant, capable. I heard practical than you think you are. Some of you need to know that you see more than you think, or more than you're giving yourself credit for seeing. And you know this. It's giving me Virgo vibes of, like, you're actually extremely intelligent or capable, and yet you downplay yourself, or you find it easier to give others credit than yourself. Like modesty, but like a modesty that is not helping anyone. This is more guidance. Yeah, it's like I want to put the horse. It says, horse care for others and let them be free. Archangels Mariel. Okay, Mariel could be something significant. It's making me think of Ariel. Like, she was in the Little Mermaid, I think is called Ariel. The Little Mermaid, she was in water but wanted to be on land, and she found a way to get on land. That's what it feels like for you. It's like you think you're in two different worlds, so it's like you don't make an effort, you don't try, or you don't look for the way out. But I think it's like you have it in your head that there is no way out, and thus I won't look for one. But actually I think it's coming from a fear that you're miles apart and that you can't live up to something. I feel like that's it, because I felt like that might have stuck. You're afraid that you don't live up to something, but you can find your way to get there. It's like a matter of trying. Okay, I want some more loving cards, I think. Yeah, see through. See, I feel like the energy I'm being asked to be put in is more fearful. Not fearful, I meant to say fierce. Is more fierce, because I feel like you need, like, someone to really get to you, get into that head of yours and tell you that you can have this, you can do this, you can take the steps to experiencing this experience that you want, or creating this thing that you want. And you're the one holding yourself back. And I feel like I need to be, like, blunt with you, because it feels like the energy of me saying, like, talking more lovingly in a more feminine light, of having you recognize that you are worthy and speaking more lovingly. It's like, I feel like you'd take that and you'd receive it, but you'd fall back into it. And you'd fall back into inaction. But this is a reading of, no, go after what you want. You want something, have it. Make it happen. Find the way. You think you're a mermaid? Well, grow legs. You can walk on land. You can find the way. It's like, that swan is also like, you're far more capable of finding solutions in order to make this happen. Make this thing that you want happen, if you allow yourself that. Because I think that you know that you could make it happen if you were to try. So try. And I'm being really drawn to the unicorn, and being brought to, again, that the, like, sexual part of a unicorn, where they were depicted as more, like, terrible, more ferocious, more sexual, like the horn, in like earlier depictions as opposed to like the light and fluffy. Horse energy feels so capable. It's like horse goes after what they want. I keep hearing like stallion. And this bad energy of see-through illusion into truth just felt like you're eluding yourself if you think that you can't have this, or do this, or create this, or have them. Your guidance is to try. Because you can. Because you are capable. It's an energy of like grounding too. It's like very deep and earthy or low down. It's giving me that grunting energy. But it's like, it doesn't have to be sexual. It can be like grunting. The low rumbling of deep beneath the surface. Like the earth. Like very low and like, I heard like thermal. Okay. I'm like rustling around my decks, but I'm not super feeling any. I am most feeling, or like I'm not feeling any of the others, but I am feeling this one. Ooh, quite strongly actually. Maybe that's how you feel too, like nothing else is on your mind but this one thing. Like this is what you want. What is that Komako energy from the start then? I think it was just like the masculine and feminine being flipped. It could also be the something around the gender you associate yourself with. You are acting in, or like you're like something about like turnstone, yeah. Whose turn is it now is what I heard. But also, like say you're feminine, maybe you usually act in your masculine. I didn't see that. Why did I say that? I was seeing that a lot of you are. Okay, this message is not wanting to come out, so I don't think that I need to say more. So, any bird cardies for us? Duck. What are they called? Something allard? Mallard. Mallard. Oh, they feel similar. There's little grebe. I laugh because I feel like this is what you're doing. I feel like it's like, oh yeah, masculine and merging them into one. Like be the masculine and the feminine within yourself. Be the masculine and feminine. One. What I was going to say was more like, okay, that doesn't want to come through. That's it. It's literally like there's two in this. They're mirrored. They're one being. These two have come to one. See, I'm seeing that in another way now. Okay, I'm gonna leave them there. Okay, your reading is try. You'll find a way if you want there to be a way. And I'm being drawn back to that Little Mermaid example of she was a mermaid in the ocean and she found a way to grow legs and be on land, and now all my cards just fell. I was gonna call it hawk, but it's a red kite, which can speak of messages, and swan is being brought to my attention. Send a message to the one you love, or the one you want to love. Okay. Is that it? Oh, there's a hair. There's a hair. I read this as Sherlock, which made me think, well, now I'm hearing that phrase people say, like, no shit, Sherlock, in that it's kind of like you'll have like a hurrah, like I did it, I got it, I created it, and then the response is like, yeah, we knew you could all along. And what was the other thing? Oh, the other thing, the first thing I thought of was just Sherlock, like, you'll find a way if there is a way. Like, just that intelligence of being able to make it work, or see the way, or create something. I think I'll end your reading on fierce mind. Yes. Okay, pile number 2, that has been your reading. I'll see you in another reading, or I'll see you in another expression of life, if not. Bye-bye. Do I speak weirdly in readings? I wonder if there's anyone that I know in the future that's listening. Come and tell me if I speak weirdly in readings. Like, I know that the baba I said was like weird, but that might be like my normal kind of weird. It's like I would say that in real life, but what if it like I'm wondering if it still like comes out weirdly, and like not weirdly full stop, but weirdly in comparison to my usual. Not that it's not weirdly full stop, but more like that was not the question. That was not of interest of me knowing. I feel like this is coming from your energy still. Especially since I said it's like I wanted to speak to someone that I know. I feel like this is you. It's like you're trying to get advice from someone you know, like from a friend, about this situation. We want... I looked at a card and it seemed like a go ahead and get help from... Oh yeah, we had a mirror and a love. I completely forgot. That was... Yes, it literally ended that... So the whole reading felt about love. Something that you love, something that you want to love. And then even that end with the literal mirrored card. Okay, cool. I still feel like you a lot of you are still pissed, but it's a different kind of pissed, and it could also be that some of you are not and some of you are, so it's like melded for me into to like contentment and also grrness. I just feel like a lot of you are very concerned what others think. I feel like that was a simpler way of expressing it. Some of you maybe breathing and allowing yourself to sit with that which you want to say before saying it will allow you to come to a clearer way of saying it or doing it sitting with the idea of this experience. It is also could be more like after the experience itself, it makes itself clearer to you, or you can see more clearly after the experience. Okay. Feels like I didn't fully hit something, but I keep being ushered on, and that is your message, should you wish to apply it to your own circumstances. Okay, let's get pile number 3. Wonder what time we're on. 1 hour 35, 44, 45. Welcome in, pile 3. It could be something about a pillar for you. I did a bit of sound healing, and in the end, it felt like I came to a pillar. Like a thin, tall pillar. Let's get some cards, shall we? Why don't we? Yeah, there could be a lot of indecision around you. So there's already that energy of 3 that I got from the start of this reading, tapping into your card at the beginning. So 3. I want to get a card for each. 1, 2, 3. 1 is separate. Different than the rest. Separate than the rest. I feel like you find it hard to put 1 to bed. Okay, I'm gonna get some more for each. I'll get some body cards, but I want to do more dragon cards, which is interesting. Something about replaying, because dragon and dragon. Your main card is of like, feels like choosing. So I think this is, if you don't have options, then this might not be your reading. If you still feel like it is completely, I'd recommend listening still, but it's just that. It's just that, full stop, because I can't see anymore after that. Okay, something wrongly about this energy. Yeah, these two want to come out together. I think you have 3 options, or I'm kind of feeling like one of them is you. I'm kind of feeling like this one in the middle is you. Yes. Okay, so if you don't have options, if you don't have 2 to choose from, I wonder if some people left when I said 3 to choose from, and maybe that was good. So there could be something for you about like saying what you think in the moment, something about authenticity, but that later on that authenticity, you find out that it actually wasn't the full truth or wasn't the most authentic self, but luckily that made one of the options go away. It's like, you already know. There's already a clear option in my mind, but I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to try and present the unafflicted, present the options without attachment. Okay. Something is feeling like it's an obstacle, and it's like it's placing itself as an option when it's not. That's how this reading feels. It feels like an option of you in the middle, orange gold dragon from Arcturus, are choosing between two things, but one of them is already in the past and one of them is in the future, and one of them is an obstacle and not actually something you want. And it has helped you fine-tune your intuition, fine-tune maybe seeing into deception or seeing that which isn't applicable for you. And then the other option. I can't remember how I started my sentence. But I'm really drawn to how your card is the clean circle, the nothing inside. Then the left circle that I'm being drawn to is this large one with something like entirely growing out of it. And that's what gives it its vision, higher vision, or its calling. And then the one on the right, the circle, is like a sun. And it also looks like a fruit with seeds within it. And being cracked open, or... No, that's it, just its core. It's not cracked. It's perfect. Okay. Let's get some body cards. So for those of you who weren't in the in the beginning, yeah, that's the message. I feel like something about you're not actually in the bar. It's like there is a bar. There's a difficult situation, but you don't have to be in it. Or be with them. I said at the start, like, I'm going to try and deliver this message with a non-attached perspective, but I'm not. I'm completely going to be biased. But it's not biasism. It's more like I'm just going to read what I'm reading. It is biasness. It is my subjective perspective that I'm channeling. Or that I'm seeing. With what I feel like is in most loving alignment for you. And I feel like there was something to say about that. Maybe they are painting you, someone is painting you in a being like biased way, but in a negative light, as opposed to, yes, you're being biased, but because you're choosing what you adore more, what you feel most pleasant with. It's giving me vibes of one of these options being far more in their power, far more mature than the other. One feels like it is struggling and that it's enjoying itself. It might, this left one, it feels like they're still in the dark. They haven't quite made it out. But that's where they're at. They're on their journey. But it just feels like because of that, you don't want to be a part of that journey. And maybe they paint you in... Or maybe you feel... It doesn't really necessarily feel like they're painting you in this light. Though it could be for many of you. You feel like you want to guide them out. Because you are holding this torch. It says, carry the energy of the future, be a guiding light. Yeah, it's an energy of choosing that which you really want, choosing what is in alignment for you, what matches your energy, or expands your energy, allows your energy to be its most prevalent self, most abundant self, and yet not, actually I don't want to say the not, I want to say, and yet still acknowledging that in doing this, you are being a guiding light. Like, you may have this energy that being a guide needs to be, you need to be close with that which you're guiding, but this is an energy of fly far away. That's what those were the words that wanted to come through. Flying far away can be an even stronger light for that which is in the distance. I'm being drawn to like the North Star. It's like a star so far away, and if you really think about it, it's like a tiny dot from our perspective. and yet it is what so much can be centered around direction. It can really show us the way. And that is you. No matter how far away you go, you can still be there. Yes, the way in which you guide may change, but maybe that change is something that is more allowing for them to find their way in their own way. Like, it allows you to be more of a guide than a mother or a father, something like that. So what I was going to say earlier is, if you didn't come from the pile selection, because I've been brought to father with Saturn, is the message was that choosing to restrict yourself, to place in more boundaries, is something that you want. It will bring more pleasure to you to have less. Something along these lines. It's like the more abundant road is the less physically abundant road. Or like, in order to find the abundant road, it requires letting go of the less than abundant road. It's basically an energy of let one go because you don't want multiple. It's not even that you don't want multiple, it's just, no, it is that. It's like an energy of overcomplication. Okay, so identifying these. I'm reading this as fated and luxury, so thumb. Yeah, there's something very, like, even though this is the water dragon, it feels very grounded on the left. This option feels like they're very connected to what they do, and they do it well. And it feels still, though, that it's like they're stumped. Like, they can only grow so far. Or from where they are, it's like they may be keeping themselves stuck. And because they're keeping themselves stuck, that is propping itself. It's like making them present themselves as an obstacle for you. Because they haven't overcome their own obstacles. And that's not a bad thing, it's just where they're at. Okay. You are coming through with jaw. Jaw and thumb feel very similar. It's like you really resonate with this left one, I feel. It feels like, because it's like an energy of that's where you've come from, it makes you feel such compassion for them, because you know how it feels to be them, or at least to be very similar to them, or be in their shoes, to walk the path that they're about to walk. But that's just it. It's like, you've walked it. Don't walk back down it. You can walk forwards. I mean, you completely can walk back down it if you want, but do you really want to? Wrinkles. Yeah, there's something so wise about where you're going, about the the other option. This even could be about, for some of you, if you didn't have options, it's like you're choosing between which version of yourself. Like the version of yourself that kept yourself stuck and like short-handed, or kept yourself restricted. And then, yeah, this is so it, because this is my in-between card, what you came out as. It's like you're not quite in the new, but you're jumping through the portal. It's like you're connected to the darkness and the lightness, or the old and the new, in between cycles. Yeah. So it could be talking about, this is where you've come from, being stuck and moving through a lot of restriction, but this helping gain your spirituality, your insight. And then what you're moving to is a state of power, wisdom, of strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Yes, awaken to your own majesty, wear your cloak of power with pride. It's such a mature energy of knowing all that you've come from and embodying the vibrance of those lessons. I don't really want to call them lessons, but I guess that fits. You're really embodying all that you know to be true here. And it's coming through in a very serious way. Or like, whether this is how you become, who you become, or who you're choosing to be with, it's like, it's the same thing, because either way you're either like lowering yourself to their level or raising yourself to their level. Yeah, it feels a bit like going back to the child who is still learning, or rising to the elder who has already learnt. I kind of want to end your reading on that. Look how similar this feels to these two like circles. There's something about that. Like this and this. A circle with something in the middle, but it's not wrong to be there in the middle. Okay. I'll put the body cards back and let's look at what this is. That's what it is. So, that's so cool. That's so cool. So the middle is the clean slate. The before the circle is like there was distortedness within it. It wasn't clean. It wasn't what it wanted to be. It's like something other than itself had been put inside, and so the objective, the goal was to get that out, and then the center has made it out, so there's no longer that old within it. It's just clean. And then the future you, or the person, the being you're choosing, is the step next of having their own thing within themselves, but instead of it being something that was imposed on them, it's having what they want on them. Like having the expressions of their wisdom ingrained within themselves. Showing, expressing. Yes. So it went from releasing to clean slate to adding. And like that is just the energy of abundance. Like that word really wants to come through. It's not simple purity, it's overflow. It's giving. I heard freedom, but the center one feels like freedom. This one feels like it's beyond freedom, because freedom is so clean and hasn't got, it's like freedom doesn't have anything, but this has so much. And that's what it feels like you're choosing to be with, and thus to be in resonance with, or to simply be, to be that. And either way, you are choosing to be that. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple cards, I think of guidance, but we'll see, from the animal deck. I almost want to ask who wants to be your guide. Okay, who wants to be your guide? Or your friend. Yeah, okay, it wanted to come out under friend, not guide. We have snow leopard. Self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. This also could be a journey that you're going on, so this could be both, again, including others, not just beings, but experiences, other energy forms, but also like a journey of self. So it feels like this self-reliance is going again from reliance on others or just having more than, because this is such a clean energy, like invisibility. And that just feels like this transition from, it just feels like letting go, becoming invisible, becoming clean, becoming nothing. And it kind of feels like the past. And then partnership, yeah. Literally the essence of like adding, of more than. And this is such a beautiful message of having self and having other. Maybe in the past it was more of a enmeshment where it's like you meld into one another in relationships, whatever that relationship be with. And in the future, it's an expression of both. Being one in being two or being multiple. But not losing part of yourself in order to click, but becoming so full in yourself that there's no click needed. There's simple resonance. There's oneness. Not forced oneness, but simple, like innate oneness. A collaboration which is not painful. A collaboration which invites the fullness of who you are and is supported. There's so much supportive energy because you chose yourself. And I want to say, like, what is choosing yourself if not choosing other? So puffin, partnership. Accept yourself and your colourful personality. It also could be that this first option like left you out, like was invisible, wasn't present, made you feel more alone. Oh, that could definitely be it strongly. And then just this one is clearly a partnership. It's you and me both, and we'll care for each other, and we'll care for others too. Accept yourself and your colourful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. I kind of felt like this might be also an energy from the left option or from the past of like being let down. Again, with that like harshness of the cold. And whereas you might be facing similar like similar energies, in the right one, it's like you have everything you need. You have a coat, and support. It's like, it's no longer an issue. It's a bit like, I keep giving home examples. It's a bit like now you have the warmth of like a heated house, that you're not in the cold. I heard fighting for survival. So it's like, even though there might be cold around you, like the air, like the air might still be winter, but you're warm. So winter becomes a blessing. It becomes something that you get to experience as opposed to have to experience. It becomes like the cold air becomes refreshing as opposed to numbing. It's like invigorating, yeah. And the same message again, it's like maybe before you were like alone, or like you felt like you were just a self, and before that was struggle, or it was feeling alone, feeling like you felt all of yourself and only yourself, felt like a burden and felt alone. And whereas in this, it's like you still have that feeling of being very boundaried, of like it's just you and the world, or like you are the world. It's like a feeling of you still feel alone, you still feel like yourself, but it's not alone in a lonesome way. You're not lonely, you're just a self. You're still you. It's like you feel all that you are still, but that's something that you love to feel because you feel that is loved by others too. you are seen. Yeah, the difference is before you were unseen and alone, but now you are like quote unquote alone but seen. So it's like you're not really alone. I just want to like bring the message of you have yourself. The self is appreciated. It's not an energy of like being alone and then finding others, but those others you have to change who you are and you lose yourself with them. It's like, no, you are very much there and it's you that is loved. I love this. And at the black of the deck is Black Jaguar, Old Soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. Ah, Panther. I love Black Jaguar. Is that it for your reading? I'm being really drawn to this crystal for you. Maybe seeing that it was like amethyst on the other side is significant for some of you. Like it wasn't all black, or it wasn't all that it seemed to be. Again, with that message of like, you weren't all that you seemed to be, or like something about your situation. It's like you thought that something was a burden, but it was just that you didn't have the support surrounding that made it feel like a burden. It's kind of giving me the an example of, you may have thought that you wanted to be around a partner like 24/7, but actually it was never you being by yourself that felt like you didn't like it. It was actually just that you didn't feel supported by yourself. So it's like you appreciate time to yourself because it doesn't really feel like you're being left out. It just feels like you get to experience yourself alone. I feel like I didn't word that. It's like I saw the energy of it, but I think that came out well enough. Okay. Yeah, there's an energy of like forgiveness and gentleness and just, it's okay. Yeah. Like it was always more okay, but it actually... It's like you're coming to an understanding of what the true struggle was. And it was more internal than it was circumstantial. I think that's what I want to leave your reading on. So, I love you very much, pile number 3, and I'll see you in another, or I'll see you in another. Whether that be reading or expression of existence. Goodbye. It could totally also be flipped. Like, it doesn't have to be that aloneness. It could be being with others. Like, you maybe in the past saw being with others as a burden and you thought you would want more time to yourself. But it could actually be that being with others was only such a burden or such a drain because of who they were, who the others were, not actually to do with others themselves. Like, as a whole. Just finding the right other. Yeah, I love that. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Cool. Pile 3. I mean 4. Welcome in, pile 4. This is a very eager pile, I feel. And I kind of started early, and I feel like there might have been something about that in the pile selection part of the reading with some messages there. So that could be a note for some of you if you feel drawn to going back to listening to the start. There could be messages. That's kind of making me feel like this part of the reading for you will be different to what the messages before were about. I just made a funny face, like a eek, like double E-K face. Dog. Be disciplined in your home and community life. And I'll read the orange dragon. Bring soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. And cow at the bottom. Give with unconditional love and grace. So, a lot about multiple. Home, community, and a lot of community and family. Yeah, a lot about family and home. Okay. And love. And maybe the essence of unconditional love. These are some character cards. Yeah, and split the deck to Yui, who is a very homely, I wanted to call her creature, character. Creature comforts. I just realized I still don't know what I'm titling this video. I was supposed to get that from the pile selection. You might be feeling like that. Like, you might feel like you're so far into something and yet you still don't know something. Yeah, blank. You got the blank card. You still don't know. It's still unclear. Maybe you're feeling like you should have a family by now. Like you really want family, but you don't have it. Let's get some tarot for you. Because your item of choice was also the cat, but it's actually not finished. It's not even sure if it's going to be a cat yet. Shuffling in and of itself feels like your energy. Like you're not there yet, but it's something that you really want. Yeah, 9 of Cups, the dream. Your dream. Okay, I feel like I have the situation now. You want a home, you want a family, you want soul family, you want more heartwarming connections. You want your dream, you want your dream. Okay, so Queen of Cups on the back. Some of you may identify as Queen of Cups, or you may be seeking your Queen of Cups. Either way, it's a motherly figure, a partnership, a very giving, nurturing, empathic, sensitive, caring figure. The word figure also points out, it's like you either want to be a mother or you want to find the mother of your children kind of thing. And I just accidentally split behind the deck to King of Wands too. So again, you might identify as King of Wands or you might be searching for your King of Wands. It could also be like you might identify as Queen of Cups and also seeking Queen of Cups. Same thing with the King of Wands. Either way, this feels like you want to put down roots. You want to start a family. 10 of Cups, yes. You want to start, you want your family. Okay. Okie dokie, whatever that family means to you. This wants to stay out. I keep wanting to move it. I think that might be part of your reading. You keep feeling like you need to move, but there's a tiny part of you nudging you to keep it. I feel like you might be being pressured in a certain direction. Okay, that doesn't want to say more about that. We'll get more cards. I'm feeling like a lot of different cards for you. Okay, let's find the way to this family, shall we? So, I want a card for... Do we want to look at what you want? I feel like you know exactly what you want. Do we just want to talk about that? Is this just I want to know if there's a restriction. Like, what is in the way? Let's get a number card for that. What is in the way, or what is the restriction? I'm not picking up much restriction, but it's like I feel like you're in this energy. You're either you already have this, or you're very close to it, is how it feels. 44 and 88. There could be something about Christmas time too, because these look like holly, and that reminds me of Christmas. And we'll get another. It's giving me a vibe of it's already done. It's already been celebrated. It's like you might not be at that celebration yet, but it has already happened in a non-linear sort of expression of time. And 95. A lot of your cards want to be in reverse, but it's not in a way that I'm being guided to leave them in reverse. It's giving me an energy of you think that something is worse than it is, or like you might not recognize just how close to this you are. It's like you're perceiving it as in reverse, or it's like it's not really perception, it's more of like I think there's a step that you can take that you're not taking, or some sort of shift that you can make in order to bring this in, and there's a resistance within you to it. But I don't think that most of you will have seen this. It's like I think all of you have recognized this step, but you might not be recognizing just how important of a step that is in order to create this life that you want. 95 is really giving me certain vibes. So let's get a card for what the problem is. Or what this... Oh, there's a squished fly on my card. Give me moments as I take him off. A squished fly. I feel like... So at the start of your reading, I was seeing so much complication, so much misunderstandings, and not really being able to communicate in the way you wanted. Or someone else was like this within your field. I feel like that's it. It's, and I was going to say now, but the energy here feels so simple. But I think that's why everything's in reverse. It's like there are steps that you can take, but you're afraid to, or you just don't know how, or... Okay, I don't feel like the energy of what's in the way wants to come out, because I think that was a bit of that fly message. It's like the only thing in the way isn't an actual card in the way. It's literally just on one of the cards that say, just within your mind, there's just like a dead fly that needs to be scraped off. So what message do you have? See how fast that came out as soon as... It's like as soon as you recognize that there's not anything in the way and there's just steps forwards to take. Yeah, namaste. This is Tanaka-kun from Tanaka-kun is Always Listless. It makes me feel like you could be being more proactive than you are. Any more messages? I feel like I might not finish my sentence here. But Tanaka-kun is a very at peace character. It's like struggles just get sorted out for him. Like he doesn't need to do anything and life just happens for him. Which is literally the opposite example of what I just said, which was you could be being more proactive than you think. But maybe that's it. I think that might be your energy, actually. I think there's actually nothing for you to do. Well, I'm gonna get strong confirmation. No, that's the confirmation. Okay. Okay, this is... I like delivering this message to you. I stand corrected. And I think some of you might have needed me to say it wrong before, so you'd know that I'm not just telling you what you want to hear. I'm telling you what I'm seeing. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that there's nothing you need to do to bring this in, to create this intentionally. Like, there's no more steps for you. And you're getting in your own head, I think, around thinking that you need to, like, paint all the pictures, or that you need to, like, attach all the strings in the right places, that you need to do more. But there's nothing more to do. There's genuinely nothing more to do. When there's something to do, you'll know it, and you'll be inspired to do it. And that's kind of the thing. It's like every step from now on is just simply inspiration. So Tanaka literally gets carried everywhere. It's like he is at peace, and there are others who assist him along the way. His life is like all catered towards him, not in a way where anyone is unhappy, just in a simple way that those who want to give, and those who want to receive, receive. And you're being asked to be in this state of receiving. And I think that that is why I was being so drawn to putting Queen of Cups in your reading, because she is that of receiving. Yes, she is so giving, but it's an energy of like effortless giving, like of her heart, of her emotions. It's not practicality. It's something that comes with such ease. 9 of Cups is making me think of like a genie, and that's why I had like a genie something thing that I thought about using in the reading, but I think this has come from your energy. Like, the reason why I didn't use it was because you're like not choosing to accept that dreams can just come to you. Maybe you feel like you need to carve the rest of the cat for it to come to life. And the message is either that when it's time for you to carve it, you'll want to carve it, and it will be something that is not a struggle or something you don't want to do. It will be a genuine inspiration. Or it will be simply that you never needed to carve that cat to have what you want. So where the confirmation of what I was feeling from the Tanaka card after what I had initially said, where that came from was with this card. She's called Alpha. I'm not sure if I remember what the manga is called. I don't think I do, but it's just the most peaceful manga. It's like so slow. And what she's holding in this picture is a camera, and also this is not finished. Like, this is a character card that I've yet to paint. Like, Tanaka-kun is like sketched, so he's complete. I just didn't want to paint him. Like, so that's what you're thinking, I think. Or that's what's confusing, because there are some things within your life that have appeared to need more that don't. It's like half is complete, even though it might appear to not be complete, and the other half isn't complete, but it will be painted. Just because things aren't all in their place yet doesn't mean that you need to be doing more or searching for those things to do. Allow life to be blissful and to be whatever you want to make of it. It's like Alpha literally, or this manga and her very, just like the slowest manga ever. Literally, like it isn't, for me, in this energy at least, it's not boring, but it's so slow that it verges on boring. And I think that's what you may be craving right now. Slowness, letting go of trying so hard, more of an energy of allowing. John is an armadillo. It's just giving me another vibe of like, he can literally be carried. You allow yourself to be carried. I'm gonna drink some more water. Like, it's that, like, drink water when you want to drink water, or like, there's an energy of such like peace that you can bring to your life, to yourself. It's more like to your body. Like, slow down. It's safe. It's okay to slow down. I keep being really drawn to the stars on this Tanaka-kun card too, which just makes me think of divinity and miracles and being led and being right where you need to be. And there's such an energy of like doing what you want to do, like hobbies. There's no rush in either of these. They're the like slowest cards ever. Okay, where do I put this guy? Where's my... I can't find my... Where'd these go? Ah, there it is. 'Twas disguised. 'Twas there, but 'twas disguised. Okay, let's see if we have any more cards for you. For pile number 4. I love this. I love that I thought this was going to be a messy reading, or I thought this was going to be hard, especially on my voice. I thought I was going to be messing up all my words and not be knowing how to say things or what to say, but it's so clean and so easy. It's such a simple reading. It's literally the energy of embracing simplicity. It feels like such an energy of hobbies. Like, you can just do what you want to do. Follow your inspiration. And if you're not feeling inspired, then sleep. Sleep through it. Sleep through the droughts. If sleep is something you enjoy. Beetle. Because there's something so powerful beneath the surface. It's like the soil is being tilled. So it's not time for the seeds to be planted yet. Or it's not time to see fruits yet. It's the time to let the beetles and bugs and nature till the soil and prepare for that which is your dream, that which you're desiring, that which will be yours, but it's not yet. It's like a time of riding the waves. But it's not like a riding the waves like the ups and downs of life. It's not that at all. It's like this is a very pleasurable time of your life, and it's just, it doesn't have to be busy, that's all. Or it can be busy, because I'm seeing you doing a lot. Like, I just think that it's a lot of pleasurable things instead of maybe what you're used to, which is more work things. Or struggle. It's like, no, you can just allow other forces to, whether that be literal forces that you can see, like other people, or yeah, it could be literal other forces do this for you, or the nature of the universe expressing itself in forces that are still tangible, because everything is tangible and everything is not tangible, at least the way I see it now. But you don't have to know what they are. Everything is coming together. And you can just surrender. Yes. Ah, I do love a good surrendering message. I pick a card where it's not like there are things you need to work out and do and release. It's literally like, nope, free reign, do whatever you want. we have I love this. It says causal snake, but I read it as casual snake. Casual, like transformation, like shedding of the skin, like change, but it's casual because it's like there's nothing you have to do. It's like, yeah, I'm transforming. My life is like, it's like my life is making a like huge shift, and I'm bringing in so much newness and letting go of so much oldness, but I'm not doing anything about, I'm not like actively causing this. My body is like my essence, my life, my everything I've done up till now. The universe itself, existence itself, everythingness is working for me. It's such an I'm in flow, and there's nothing that I need to do. But also it being called causal, I meant this card as like it's a snake more connected to the causal chakra, which feels connected to the moon, or is connected to the moon, which talks of like cycles, and there's such an embrace of the surrendering part of that too. What was I gonna say? Causal snake. Because I wasn't seeing it like that this time. Causal. Okay, I can't see it. It'll come back if it needs to. And phoenix bird. So we literally have like beneath the earth, sneaking on the earth, and flying in the sky. Or rising from the earth. Yes. Phoenix bird. I went to like read a whole description, but there's no description to read. Does that not apply to your reading, or what? Yeah. It's like you may have been so used to reading all the next steps or all the manuals that you expect this phase of life to have that too, but actually there's no manual to read. You've literally been handed the blank slate card, the card with no words. No words, no drawings, and no side card saying, hey, draw this, or hey, write this. It's like, nope. Just experience the blankness of the page, or rip it up if you want, or paint with it, or turn it into a box. You can do whatever you want. There's no need to do anything, and there's no need to not do anything. Live as you please. But any more cards? I think a couple here would be nice. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, there's such a divinely magical feel to this. I just heard like, what are you being prepped for? But I don't like putting that energy too much into this reading, because I feel like there could be a bit of then feeling on edge, but this whole essence is of, it's like the opposite of being on edge. It's being like so sunk into your seat that you forget that you have a body, or like you forget that chairs can be uncomfortable. It's like you find the perfect chair. I don't know if like some of you check your phone so often too, and this is like an energy of like forgetting that you even have a phone. Or like I got the image of within like sinking into this chair, it gave me like cinema vibes of being, but I was seeing it at home, so like being on a couch or in your chair watching a film, and I saw like a lot of you might have in the past, or like your tendency is to like have a list of things to do, or like be checking your list or your phone during the film, but this time it's like you just fully relax and sink into the film. And it's just refreshing. It almost makes me want to cry, like life can be this relaxing. Yes, relax. That is the energy of your pile. Ah, that word, relax. Relax. Angels. Oh, angels feels like such like divinely guided, divine helpers. And ancient Egypt. Ooh, okay. Angels, I can completely see how it fits in. Ancient Egypt, it feels like that home energy, because ancient Egypt makes me think of like the most stable foundation. Maybe that's what this is also. It's like maybe you yourself don't have a joy for the groundwork. So the angels are creating the groundwork of your huge pyramid. They're laying the first few levels, and then you get to, like, when that's been created, you'll see that much present and you'll be inspired then to create the rest of it, and that's when life will pick up pace again, or when you'll have more to do, more of a to-do list, because you'll love that part. So it's like, yeah, the angels, so the ancient angels could be something. The angels are preparing the base of your pyramid, or maybe like the pyramid itself, and then you get to decorate it. It's like the energy of all the stuff you don't want to be doing is being taken care of, and you'll get to take steps, or you'll have your to-do list when it's a to-do list that is filled with things that you can't wait to do, that make you jump out of bed every day. If you enjoy jumping out of bed. Maybe you prefer rolling. Or maybe you like to just step out. That's fine too, I guess. We might not be best friends, but each to their own. I feel like that energy a bit of like each to their own, in a sense of like you're not being weighed down by other expectations. You're just allowing yourself to do that which you love. I love this energy for you. Okay, I'm gonna end your reading on relax. Like, not as a command or an action, but just simple. Simply that word, relax. You can change it to relaxing or other ways of that word, but relax, that word. Okay, pile 4. I love you very much. That's been your reading. I'll see you in another reading, or I'll see you in another expression of life. Bye bye. I feel like I need to sing, but I didn't. I kind of heard a bum bum, but I don't know why I didn't want to do that. That is very nostalgic too. I feel like I used to do that a lot. Or have that in my head a lot, I think. But it's specifically making me think of the house I lived in, like a couple before this one. Which was the house I lived most of, the largest portion of my life in. So it's very like homely to me. Which goes well with this entire energy of the home that you shall one day have, or the type of home, however that resonates for you, that family feeling. I want to say like that comfort feeling. Comfort. Oof, I'm so thirsty. Ah, my water is empty. I shall refill it. I'm gonna eat ice cream after this. Woohoo! I made a new kind of ice cream. It has mushy, blended peas in it. So it's green. But it's also chocolate flavoured. I'm very excited. Ah, water. Good water. I wanted to pet the water, like good water. Let's mix these cards. What if they were called mixing instead of shuffling? They. Who is they? Who's mixing? Mixy, mixy, mixy. That sounds like Trixie. Maybe someone's called Trixie. Hello, Trixie. Or hello, person who knows someone called Trixie. That might be more people. What if it's not, though? Maybe that which is unexpected is more to be expected. In this line of work. I love that expression. In this line of work. It is also, I think, just me saying it because I don't consider this work. So it's like me saying this line of work is so fun. It's like, ah, I'm in a line of work, question mark. Gold and silver, violet, flame. Why am I saying this before the pile begins? Because I want to drink more water. Water! Oh, blessed be. Oh, how the energy has changed. Oh, how I would like to stand up and stretch my legs. Yeah, and fall over. It's okay, there was a bed. What time? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 hours. Imagine if it had only been 2 minutes. That would be cool. 2 hours, 37 minutes and 8 seconds. I think I had to slip up so those numbers would come through. Also, that kind of looks really cute, that setup. It's darker than... I forgot that it became darker. Slash didn't realise. But the candle. Shall we bring the candle in for pile 5? That's kind of cute. Welcome in, pile 5. I'm welcoming you in while standing up. But it's fine, it's on my bed. Yee-hee. Now I'm jumping. I wasn't really like jumping. You know the kind of jumping where it's like you're bouncing but your feet don't leave the ground. That feels like you with this fiery transforming energy. Like how I was saying in the start, if you were there, if not, it's just a reiteration anyway. It's like, yes, there is an energy of shifting and transformation within your field, but it's not really about you. This could definitely be empathy, like you're just experiencing others' energy who are shifting and changing within your circle or who you're close with, who you're connected to quite immediately. They're going through major transformations, and so your connection to them means that you are too. But it feels more closely related to you, but maybe it's just you've done this kind of transformation so often that you don't have to jump anymore to make it. It's like you can just kind of wiggle your way through it. Okay. There's a very easy energy with you. Let's get cards. I feel so casual, like suddenly, like after pile, if you're curious, go to the end of pile 4 and see how my energy starts shifting. I guess it's not just pile 4, it's like... Okay, the message for you is just your energy. What even is the message? I think... Grr. there's an energy of playfulness you have, but it's in a very serious way. It's like you're not caught up in anything, and yet you're fully in the web. Okay. Weaver of Worlds. I said that as if it was obvious. Like, I think of Weaver of Worlds like a spider in a web sometimes. And Tanaka, Kun at the back, who is a very relaxed, laid back, allows things to work out for him, allows himself to be carried through life, and doesn't, you know what I'm being taken to again? It's the energy of, like, he is a student in a school, but he's always sleeping during class. And that was the energy I was getting from Shisan, who is a character from Rojika Tarakase. And it's like he has a serious mission, and yet he's actually very carefree. Or he seems carefree, but he's actually serious. It's like a playing on serious or not serious. Let's put them there. Oh, also I want to note that I brought the candle in, which I've had lit, but out of view for everyone else. But it's in your pile. It feels like a very spiritual pile. I also feel like I had been more saying what I'm about to do, or it feels more like the others were like a normal structured reading, but yours feels more open, like I'm sharing space with you instead. This could be how others feel around you that wants to be brought to your attention more. And I think the reason I'm saying that is because at the very start there was a message for you of like bringing more of an outline, more of an understanding of who you are, and probably having that be to do with transformation. I'm seeing, yeah, and the nourishment and connectivity that brings others. Because this looks like a female chest with, it's like very nourishing, but then also like these parts feel like you're connecting the dots for people. It's like you're not directly nourishing someone, you're showing people how to nourish themselves, because it's like the rope, you're like leading people to their own nourishment. You're showing people their own nipples, their own boobs, as opposed to handing them yours. Okay, I'll take this out now because it's too large. They're too big. Okay. Maybe like there are too many men listening to this, so it's like it wouldn't be an accurate representation. So what I was saying about the transformation, like a lot of the clarity of who you really are and that like outline, and it's not necessarily like that this is all of you clearly, but what wants to be more outlined, the part of you that wants to be more outlined, feels like the part that is, I heard excelling, the part that excels at transformation. And that's what I see this being. It's kind of an essence of like a volcano erupting, except the way you do it makes it look more like a flower, or more like a burst of like fruit, a burst of milk. This card has a back to it too. I feel like it's maybe getting a bit, is it a bit dark? Shall I put the light on? It's kind of cozy though. I think I will put the light on. Maybe from a distance. I feel like that's what you do so well, and what wants to be acknowledged is how, I heard effective, how effective your love is at a distance. or something about the light you hold. Maybe you don't recognize how far out your love, your essence, who you are, the transformations you have done within yourself. I think this is it. You don't recognize how much of a ripple effect your own inner transformations have had on those across the globe, out into space, and through to all the other collectives of beings, and within that of just existence, all that is. You affect all that is. Oh, where is the light switch? Here it is. I want orange. I could do with eating an orange too. Maybe you are down on some vitamin C. I'm hearing this is a portrait, and I'm seeing this a bit like a loom. Yeah, and with that like connection to Weaver of Worlds, of that spider web, and with the back of the deck with that, like, it's like you're in the web, but you're no longer in the web. You're in the web, but you're no longer like stuck. You're no longer a fly in the web. You're a spider in the web. Okay. And I want to say that in two parts. It's like, one, the spider, yeah. Okay, maybe we'll say it in two parts. It's like, the death of those flies, or the okay, I'm seeing the flies in a spider web as being the different transformations that you've had. And think about, no matter like where on the web that fly is, the spider will sense it because of the ripple, because of how far out that transformation moves others, or how far out it is felt. So that's one. It's like the innate harsh fly. the words are not being expressed here. And I'm being really drawn to these, which look like carrots, which also makes me think of that orange color, or the like the fruit, or like vitamin C. See, maybe it's more about seeing, sight, vision. So it's not only that which you have transformed within your own life that ripples out, the effect that has as a guiding light, but it's what you see. It's giving me Athena vibes of like all the puzzle pieces, being able to map them out and understand the entirety of the web, because you've gone round collecting all your flies, because you have, like, those flies being the deaths within you that have needed processing, needed to be healed. It's like you've gone to each one of them and processed them. And because of that, you have mapped out the web. And now you're in the center of the web, and you're able to show others that web, help others navigate it. It's like every single place within this web that you have, and we can say your subconscious, for example. That's just one expression of it, of course. Every line that you have walked along, every place you have gone within this web has drawn a line, and it's drawn like a symbol of your own experience. It's drawn a like a silhouette of your journey, and it's like a little to do, like a little steps to, like how to do this. So even if you never express or never show others directly how to do the things that you have done, know that you really have. You, just by walking the path you have walked, you have helped and led so many, so many. And I'm even seeing like so many of these stars, they're linked. It's like you have linked stars for others. And I really want to like bring that out of just this like piece of paper, this card, and think about that expression in like the reality that you know of, like stars, like in space, literally being connected, literally having bridges formed between them that beings can walk over, that they can experience one after the other because you walked that, because you created that. I want to say something along the lines of like, you're not just another fish in the sea. You have had so much of an effect on all that is, on others. But I also want to say that yes, you are a fish in the sea, and that doesn't make you any less significant, any less effective. It's like, just because others are forming stars too, that doesn't mean that you didn't form those stars, and that all those people who were affected by those stars and those experiences weren't just as led as they were. I heard you're such a placeholder. Such a space holder. I think your heart... Oh, this makes me want to cry. I feel like your heart is the most... I don't even know what to say for this. I'm being brought into like an overwhelming feeling of love that makes me want to cry. I think your heart is so open and so loving towards so many that I don't know how to finish that sentence. It's like that is the biggest effect of it all. Where it's like that's where all of this has come from. This is, your heart is what has enabled you to walk the path you have walked and allow others to connect themselves to their own hearts, to feel the awareness of their own connectivity to their hearts. There's an energy that wants to come through of like, you are different than the rest. Not in a way where the rest are any less, or that you are any more. But just in a simple way of everyone is different. Everyone is different, and you are different. And in the same way, everyone is the same and you are the same, but I think the message for you to embody more of is how impactful you as an individual are. What your vision has done for others. Because I keep seeing this as a being, and it's like, this is you, but it's also like, this is a messenger. So I guess you might really resonate with being a messenger, but it's like being like, oh yeah, and I was seeing this center thing as an eye, seeing, and it's like half and half. Your integration of it, it's like, yes, you hold all this love, but you also have the capacity, the strength to hold that love, to sustain that love, to follow that love. I'm getting very strong, like you needed to take leaps of faith, leaps of love, in order, and leaps of trust in order to make so many of these bridges. It's like a very honoring of that masculine energy of believing in yourself enough to like do, but also, is that masculine? Now I'm thinking believing in yourself and trusting yourself feels more feminine. But I think it's not, at least the way I'm seeing it now is like the masculine you had of trusting and believing yourself, but believing in your own heart, and the feminine of that heart, of that love. It's like not only do you hold so much love, but you believe and you follow all of that love. Like you don't just hold something, you see the power in that which you hold. And I think that's something that you're continuing to embrace and embody more of. The the truth of how powerful you are. How powerful love in its simplest, most innate, ever-present form is. Okay, let's get some more cards. Let's get some character cards. I'm just finding myself wanting now to like shake my head in awe at you, like, oh my goodness, you're Ina. Oh my goodness. So this deck is a creation of mine, a story. They're all characters, and Ina is the name of this creation of my story. I don't really like calling it a story though. So of my creation. I don't even really like calling it mine either. But Ina is the name of the creation, and it is the primary planet that it's all set on. So Ina is a planet. It's like my favorite planet in all the planets that I know of, both in this creation and in my human life of planets and loving astrology and stuff. So Ina is just the most nourishing in her very, and this is you, it's like in her very essence, she is like the word abundant, the word giving, nourishing, vibrant, none of these quite fit for this energy. It's like she feels like both a child and a mother. She's so gentle and soothing, and yet she's so like ecstatic and energized, full of vitality. It's like the word nourishing doesn't fit because it's like nourishing feels too motherly, but this energy isn't necessarily motherly. It's that of authenticity. That doesn't quite fit either. It's like Ina is, you feel like the reason why you might be finding it hard to really see the extent of your influence is because you're not like, there's somewhat of like a sideline energy. Like Ina is, yes, the main character, or the main she's the planet, the main planet. From my perspective, she's actually kind of a forgotten planet, and she's one of the smaller ones, and like that she doesn't get many visitors. Like it's not like touristy planet. It's kind of just like those who are close and stay there, like want to stay there forever because they love Ina and that close connection with her. But most people don't get to experience her because they just don't know that the opportunity is there. So you may feel like this about yourself. Like those who get the privilege of knowing you love you in your entirety and they love you, they want to be with you forever kind of thing. But a lot of people don't know of your existence. And I think that is like why you might have trouble embracing more of who you see yourself to be. Or just, it's like, I don't want to phrase it like that. I want to phrase it like, I want to say, please recognize how loving you are. And how loving you are is how loved people feel by you. Like, you're Ina. You're such a blessing. Oh, this is making me want to cry so much. Like, Ina is like my home. Like, that's what she feels like to me. And I think that's how you feel to so many others. Like you're the only safe place in the world. Or like, you're the safest place. Or not even like safe, but like nothing feels like love quite like you. That's how other people feel about you. And I want to say, like, there's a lot going on. Like, you're an entire planet for one, but what I'm being drawn to is like less of the planet as a whole, but more of like, this looks like a home to me, and this looks like a creature, and then there's more of like wavelengths of like weather. There's like loads of different elements and flowers and petals and like a cross between creature and plant. I call plants in this creation rooteds, because for me, like, the boundary of like what is a plant and what is a creature is hard for me, so I call the plants rooteds, like those with roots, and the like animals more like unrooteds. It's like you have it all. And that all isn't like everything, but it's all that is you. You feel so yourself. And I think others see you as so you. It's like you're completely yourself. I don't find myself in this energy, or maybe not for a long time at least. Like, I'm wanting to say the word please for you. Like, please never forget how loved you are and how much you are like adored. You're so, so special. And my mind goes to say, like, you might have heard that before, or those words. I don't know, there's a feeling of like not fully feeling satisfied with those words, and yet, or it's a feeling of like you might not believe it still, or something along those lines. But I wanted to stand my ground in it, because even though it's simple, it's really coming from my heart. Like, I really do see you as special. Like, I'm not just like reading cards and interpreting them. I'm saying this from me to you. And I feel like that is why, like, or it plays such a big part in this immense love that you have, because that's what you do for others. It's like you're not just, I'm hearing like a second glance. It's like you don't take people for granted. You really love them. I'm seeing this as like a butterfly plant's fruit coming out of a larger fruit. And I was relating that to your butterfly here with the transformation. Yeah, it's like you transform others. Like butterflies come out of the fruit of your heart. Like your fruitfulness, the fullness of you just being yourself, it gives birth to like life-changing impressions on others, or life-changing experiences for others. Your you-ness. I want to say like your you-ness. You being you. It's like not revolutionary. It's, well, maybe that, but it really impacts others and it really leads them on their way. I was noticing a thing that I used to do a lot. I haven't been doing so much for a long time, or for a while, where I'd kind of go with my pinky and thumb one, and then my, what do you call them, Jupiter and Sun fingers, index and ring fingers, I'd do 2, and then the middle finger I'd do 3, and then there's other variations that I do. If I do like double, then I do 6, and then 4, and then 2, and I don't know, it's a thing in my brain with lots of different numbers to do with my fingers, and it made me think of like stepping up, or like making steps, like you lead the way again, but it's you being you. It's and it's not in like a motherly way or a fatherly way, it's just you being you. It's more like in a child-like way. Okay. Now I'm just thinking about this reading from more like an objective, or like a stepped back way. Like, I was just wondering, like, I wonder if this is gonna be like my most something reading, and I think maybe a lot of people feel like that about you. Like, I wonder if you're gonna be my best friend, or my best lover, or my forever this, or I wonder if you're my favorite child, or favorite parent, favorite teacher, favorite. It's just an energy of people really seeing you as special. And I don't like to hone in on that too much, like what others think, because it's what you think that's important. But maybe not. Maybe other people's thoughts are just as important as your own. I'm laughing because it's like hearing that, it's like, yes, everything is just as important as everything, or as little important as everything, but also that's completely not true, and maybe it just depends on perspective, and maybe every perspective is right, and I could go on about this for a long time, and I probably already have within older readings more in this energy. Oh, and I feel like I did want to say, actually, I think I was reminded of an older reading with you. So if you feel like going to my older readings, maybe this is a message for you. Yes, I said about the, like, I haven't been in something of this energy or the please energy for a long time. Okay, so that word please wants to come to the forefront. Let's see if there are any more cards for you. Cars, like the vehicle? Please and vehicle? Maybe this is a message like, please, you are the vehicle, like kind of a message from spirit is what it feels like, saying like, please, for some of you, please don't lose hope. You are the vehicle for so many, but what I was getting before that was more of like a okay, that doesn't want to be said, but it's like an energy of please we want you, or please you're not forgotten, or because you may feel this energy of being less seen, it wants to, there wants to be a message of, oh, I can't word this. It's not that I can't word it, it's literally the thing when messages, like when I'm about to say a message that isn't actually fitting, it's like my mind goes blank and I just can't say it. Okay, what messages are there for pile number 5? Wonderful, beautiful pile number 5. Yeah, you're so treasured. You are so treasured. You may be feeling alone at this time, and this is, or it's not the feeling of like aloneness. It might be, but it's more of an energy of you don't feel appreciated. I think. Not at least, even if you think, oh no, I kind of do. No, you don't. Not to the extent that. That's what I'm picking up on. You don't have to take that if it doesn't resonate, but no, you don't. Not to the extent that you are appreciated. You may feel loved, but nowhere near the amount of love that you are actually being loved by. That was hard to word. You are so much more loved than you feel you are. You are so loved. And I heard it's a sacred bond. So many feel like you are such a sacred bond to them. Like you are their home. Like they know what the feeling of home and love is because of you. Because of you. What is that? Yeah, that's created. They know themselves, some of them, because of like an angry face that you had to put on, or you put on. Maybe difficult situations you've been in where it may have looked like you weren't being loving, but it all came from love and it was love. They really understood what love is because of you. Some of you, because of how clear you are with your boundaries, people understand what healthy love is. They understand. From you, I feel you understand what unconditional love means, and you understand that a part of that is letting go, or a part of that is being clear with what you will and will not accept. It's the essence of you understand love for others and for yourself. And it's so inspiring. And to that, I want to say, hear me when I say that. Like, hear the way I say inspiration. Because I feel like the word inspiration, I kind of wish there were 2 words for it. Because the way I meant it this time is not in like a fiery way or like a super high vibrational way. I don't want to say that either. It's not like super invigorating. It's more of like a gentle inspiration, like a loving, you hit my heart. You tug at my soul. You remind me through the difficulties. It's a deeper kind of inspiration. A less like glowing in awe. Again, it's like you don't feel like you're in the spotlight of anything. You're sidelined. Like Tanaka-kun, this character, he's the main character of the manga, but he speaks about how he wishes he wasn't. Or maybe I don't know if this is true, but it's being brought through in the reading that there are even times within the manga where he isn't the main character. It's like you may not always feel seen, or you may feel like you don't affect others maybe because you feel not with others, but you're like such a partner for those that you're not even with. I just got an example of like, you're such a playmate for those who have never had friends, or those who don't have friends. It was just an energy of like, even those who do have friends, an energy of like, you bring me out of the dark because I don't see where I was going with that, but it made so much sense. I was like, I even thought in my head like, whoa, that's so cool. It's like because of it was in essence of because you're not in the dark yourself, but you have been in the dark yourself enough to know what it is, enough to be able to recognize it. So it's like you can see, or you are in the dark. It's like you don't reject anything, that unconditional love. You shed that love everywhere. And because of that, everyone gets to experience it. Yes. Like even that which is seemingly most opposite of love, you love. So everyone who embodies that which is so distorted from unconditional love, if we see it in like a not that everything is love kind of way, in the confusing way, if we see that with those who are not of love, phrasing, how do I word this? Those who are farthest from love get to vibrationally feel your love for them just because of how unconditional your heart is. It's like you don't need to even know these people to be vibrationally loving them. Just because of your disposition, your placement in life, because of the essence you hold. It's like no one needs to know of Aina for Aina's love to be expressed within all that is. And thus it is felt. I want to say it's like you are a partner, you are a lover to those who I heard have never been loved. But I wasn't trying to say that, but that wanted to come through. You are a partner, you are a lover to those that you don't even know. I want to say again, like you help people out of the dark because you're able and willing to be a part of that, willing to understand your part in that. And yet you embrace the light too. You are the bridge. Yeah, it's that energy of weaver, the web. You don't reject, you embrace. And not in a way where you allow yourself to be tethered to that which is unloving, but it's like a complete understanding that everything is connected, and so there is no rejection of anything. And it was only my brain trying to meld it into a more like digestible understanding of boundaries and like healthy love within a more conditioned society. And I don't mean conditioned, I mean conditioned as in we are not one with source apparently, but then my mind goes to, actually, why am I doing that? Because we are one with source. And I think that is kind of what you do to others. It's like you are the essence of uncomplicated love. You are the essence of uncomplicated love. Other people might be stuck in a but I have to do this, in the unconditional love that needs to be earned, needs to be created, needs to be found, needs to be earned, searched for, deserved. But you like throw all of that out the window because you just love so purely, because you just love everything. And that's not to say that it has to feel like that, or okay, in my response to my not knowing how to word this, or feeling like there was a bit of resistance from when I said the everything, is yes, both the Empress and the Om symbol. It's a kind of no thought, no excess love. It's like when I said the word everything, that's when there was confusion, because it's like I felt some of you felt like you needed to like almost consciously love everything. But this is a message of like it's your natural state of being in unison with yourself, with your heart, that is so like lovingly transformative for everyone. It's the purity in you just being you. Okay, I feel like your reading is ending there, but I feel like it like glooped down at the end. I feel like I'm hearing it's grounding. It's grounding. Okay. So if you feel too a similar energy of maybe in life too, sometimes you have it and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you feel this connection to yourself, this connection to love, and sometimes you don't. It's an invitation to seeing this not as ever disconnected from yourself or from love, but simply a grounding of it. Is bringing me to that, not unrooted, but rooted. It's like unrooted, sometimes you'll feel like you're flying because you are, and sometimes you'll be reconnecting. Rooted, grounding, deepening, developing. None of that is hitting home for me. But that's the point. It's like, even when things don't hit home for you, even when you can't find your outline, it doesn't mean it's not there. And it doesn't mean that you even need to search for it. Because some of you may have been feeling like you need to still live up to this, or that you need to find this love, or you need to like hold it or embody more of this, but no, it's there. It's not something to seek, it's just there. This is a reflection of who you are. This isn't trying to change any part of you or bring more of it, or make it so that you know all of this in your consciousness. You don't need to know anything or move anything or be any more than what you already are. You are perfect. And you, as you are, the real you, the entire you, you are so loving. That's the truth of who you are. And that's where I leave your reading. Namaste, pile number 5. I'll see you in another reading if I do. And look how cool that is. Circle on circle. I'll see you in another reading if I do, or I'll see you in another extension of love in whatever form that takes. Bye-bye. Did I talk about your boat? I feel like I didn't. I feel like I only spoke about that in the beginning, in the pile selection collective reading part. I thought that was going to play a bigger part, but I kind of love that it didn't. And that yours is closest to... It's like this hasn't been drawn, this hasn't been carved into anything. This is just like the stick. It's the most authentic one, and I love it. And saying this now, maybe I won't, maybe I'll keep this, but I won't carve it. Or maybe I will carve it. But no, I like it like this. Okay. I love you very much. Bye bye.